good cookie. Thank you. Oh my, never mind. You're gonna fix that, yeah? What is that? Is it?
Substitution for the Western City Rangers coming onto the field is number 17, Caitlin Cook, and number... There's no 24. There is no 24.
Wait for you playing on the field. Wait, what the heck?
Full time in the under-23s of NPL New South Wales Women's. The final score, Valley United 1, Western City Rangers 1. The goal scorers win the game for Manly United, Eva Morgante in the 67th minute, and for Western City Rangers, Claire Holder in the 43rd minute. Ladies and gentlemen, in 9 minutes time we'll have kick-off of first grade for NPL New South Wales Women between Manly United and the Western City Rangers.
Dad, why did you say after you said 9 minutes? Why did you say 10 minutes?
Thank the following businesses for their support for the 2026 season. Community Bank Freshwater, Brown Brothers Lottery Trust, Andrew River Football Association, Ray White Team Nima, Brookvale Mazda, Lone Mark,
What is this thing?
DY Carousel,
Ooh.
Lions Sport Travel, Eagle Gala and Monogram, JB
So you're
Metropolitan,
done.
CMS Surveyors, Gorbert Body Smash Repairs,
Oh, her makeup.
Brookvale Aluminium, Chase Projects,
I'm doing makeup on mine. I put less in her.
Benedict Recycle, Rudolph Science, Northern Beaches Marine, Lionel Harris,
Wow.
Loomis Imaging, Trice, Briggs Brookvale,
Brush it out.
Rural DY, and Best
Brush it.
And don't forget to head to the
You can do it free. You can't be leaving it like that. Like you actually thought that's good.
rolls. And if you're after a near forward drinkable license card, the park post.
Okay. Now push it down. Push it down. Yep, now do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that the lineup for first grade of NPL New South Wales Women's between your Manly United FC and Western City Rangers are now submitted, and they are as follows.
Yeah,
For the Western City Rangers, number 2, Holly Williams. Number 4, Asiya Drika. Number 6, Jakili Hook. Number 7, Alexandra Kuhn. Number 9, Despina Vasilidis. Number 10, Krista Serra. Number 12, Maria Mostaimi. My apologies. Number 33, Rukaya Al-Farad. Number 57, Trudy Camilleri. Number 88, Renee Kristanovska. And number 99, Gabriella Silva. And on the bench, number 3, Brianna Clark. Number 5, Ivana Gallic. Number 15, Isabel Zoib. Number 22, Sienna Gahan. Number 23, Claire Holder. Number 25, Isabella Preston. And number 46, Charlotte Page Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the lineup for your Manly United FC. Number 1, Jodie Drever. Number 2, Phoebe Gilbane. Number 3, Grace Arnold. Number 5, Nicole Stewart. Number 7, Chloe O'Brien. Number 9, Emily Minette. Number 10, Alexia Porter. Number 11, Lucy Richards. Number 17, Ariella Cabella. Number 26, Sarah Whelan. And number 28, Mackenzie Jenks. And on the bench, number 6, Ruby Jackson. Number 12, Brindley Gentle. Number 14, Gemma Sweetness. Number Number 21, India Horsley. Number 31, Chelsea McCready. And number 34, Jasmine Robinson. Those are the lineups for first grade of NPL New South Wales Women between your Manly United FC and Western City Rangers. Kick off in 6 minutes.
NPL Women's New South Wales, and we are at Cromer Park for NPL Women's Manly United against Western City Rangers. Teo Pellizzeri with you for this one.
NPL New South Wales Women.
And I won't be
Between your
competing
Manly
with the
United
round
and the
announcer
Western
for
City
you.
Rangers.
We will get to the teams and we'll run through NPL Women's New South Wales. We're underway at Cromer Park. And Manly United on the attack straight from kickoff. Alexia Fauna in possession, playing it out to Phoebe Gilbane on the right. The home side looking to make an immediate impact. These two games last season, when Western City Rangers were playing under their former name, Mount Druitt Town, were very cagey affairs. It was a 0-0 here at Cromer Park. Not to steer you away from watching this match. And a 1-0 result at Popondetta Park with Lena Karmas scoring the only goal. So goals will be like gold, you imagine. And Mackenzie Jeffs is leading the charge in the early exchanges, and the ball's been put behind for a corner by Jakili Hook. So an opportunity for a very tall Manly United team today. They've got centre-back Grace Arnold, Emily Manette, great exponent of headed goals, and Mackenzie Jeffs, who for a youngster is quite a striking height as well. So they've got plenty of set-piece prowess, Manly United, and the delivery of Alexia Fauna here will be all important with this early corner kick. It's going to be a short corner. Grace Arnold comes out to Fauna here, and now a ball sliding through the penalty area. Chloe O'Brien will go and retrieve. Plays it back to Cabezas. And now O'Brien. Here's Phoebe Gilbane leading Jreka out to the corner. Three opponents surrounding her. And the Western City Rangers numbers are able to defend the situation. So curious there that Manly United would go for a short corner. And they've got such a tall team today, but they've mixed it up here. Tom Hopley's outfit, the home side today, Manly United, the long-time coach of the senior squad, while Milan Jovanovic, first-year coach in charge of West City Rangers. Got a throw in here. We'll get to the benches for both teams at the next break and play. You can grab them on the NPL New South Wales website, though. Both team sheets are up and available in the results section. Western City Rangers try to force forward. Vassiliadis with a looping ball. It does rear up off the surface with a bounce and then volleyed over the bar. Good chance for Western City Rangers and their American Trista Ciara. Not able to keep the shot down there. Well, big opportunity Ciara, who did net twice against Northwest Sydney Spirit in round 2, but hasn't hit the back of the net in the last couple of weeks, and maybe should have made it 1-0 there straight away. Ball goes out for a throw on the right for visiting Western City Rangers here. Since kickoff, the wind has maybe just whipped up ever so slightly, favouring the end that the visiting team are attacking. Manette knocking the ball back here. It's been intercepted. Draker over to the right. Ciara plays a pass back to Alex Hyun. Build-up continues. Good energetic play in midfield from Sarah Whelan, able to win the ball back. Now down the left flank. Here goes Lucy Richards. Left-footed cross is going to slide a little wide away from the on-rushing attackers, and it's fielded by Renee Kirstenovska. Jeffs turning down the line, and the ball goes out for a throw in. So the benches for both teams today: Manly United backup keeper Chelsea McCready, Ruby Jackson, Brinley Gentle, Gemma Sweetnam, Hayley Smith, India Horsley and Jasmine Robinson. A handful of those players also featuring in the under-23s, which finished 1-1. And for Western City Rangers, their bench: Brianna Clark, Ivana Garlich, Isabella Zogby, Sienna Gayagan, Claire Holder, Isabella Preston, and also Charlotte Page Johnson. Western City Rangers clear their lines out of defence here through Williams. Here's Jeffs again, working over on the right. Not able to thread through Gil Bain on this occasion. Out comes Williams, attempted clearance from Jakili Hook, and now able to sweep the ball almost to the halfway line. Cabezas able to volley. Mariella Cabezas back to Grace Arnold. And now back to the goalkeeper, Jodie Draver. Arnold, the futsal Matilda. Underhit pass there, but Vassiliadis not able to make the most of an opportunity, and so the ball slides out. Fauna. There's another squally breeze. Whips up here. Arnold sees Manette. Ooh, Manette lunging out and fouled Trudy Camilleri there with a swipe at the ball, which Camilleri was able to steal in and intervene. The veteran striker, Camilleri. Quite a few players with old W League history out there. Chloe O'Brien, a former Wanderer. Camilleri. Alex Hyun, of course, even with one cap for the Matildas. Lots of players still seeing NPL Women's as their outlet to keep playing at the highest available level. It's great to see. And it's going to be Hyun here, and you can see how the wind has whipped up as it ripples her shirt here, and she strikes the free kick to the edge of the penalty area. Cabezas with a sliding header, and easily held by Draver in goal. Quick to put it on the ground and set it out to the left here. And now Nicole Stewart can try to move for Manly United, but she didn't want to venture forward with not too many options in support. Back to Cabezas, heavy touch, opens the door for Western City, but Stewart is there to help clean up. Back to O'Brien. And a battle for possession now. Ciara keeps Western City on the move. Alfaraja was making an underlapping run, but it's been intercepted away by O'Brien. That pass slides beyond Gabriella Silva in midfield to Grace Arnold, who sends it to Phoebe Gilbane. Now Jeffs not able to control the ball, and it slides out. Throw in taken quickly by Hook. Through comes Arnold with a bit of energy. Alfaraja sent sprawling, and the ball is cleared away. Referee with no thoughts of reaching for the whistle to pay a foul. Throw in here. Jeffs wins the header. Now Silva. And the referee's seen enough this time. Free kick going against Chloe O'Brien. Western City Rangers continue to get a foothold in the game. They have had the best chance in the first 7 minutes so far. Camilleri strikes the free kick. It's in the airspace, though, of Gilbane, who volleys away. Fauna trying to switch flanks to Stewart. And a good defensive header coming from Zreka. Whelan turns back to Cabezas. Now Chloe O'Brien back to Grace Arnold in the middle. Arnold sizing up her options and, well, not able to play Phoebe Gilbane effectively there. The pass hit just a little narrow. Hyun with the back pass. Kirstanovska's not had a huge amount to do so far for the Western City Rangers, but Manette will press here. And Gilbane nearly came away with the ball. Vassiliadis. Well, Alfaraja might have run offside there, but Arnold has stormed through. Oh, and then missed the follow-up pass. Promising counter-attack. Still in the works, though, for Manly United. But good defending from the front there from Vassiliadis, just to put off Mackenzie Jeffs and send the ball out for a throw-in. Today's referee, Mia Velada. Assistants, Aranath Gobanath and also Jaden Sharon Guivel. The central referee, Mia Velada, very rapidly building up her experience in NPL Women's New South Wales. So here's Jakili Hook, who we know has one goal already this season with a long shot. Not afraid to get forward, but this attack is going to break down for the Western City Rangers as it is volleyed out by Vassiliadis for a goal kick. So the recent form of these teams, Western City Rangers coming off a 2-1 win against Sydney University last weekend at home, with Gabriela Silva and Despina Vassiliadis scoring the goals. In round 3, though, it was a 4-1 loss to Gladesville Ravens, the game in which Jakili Hook scored her only goal of the season so far. Whereas Manly United, they'll be looking for a better defensive performance after a 4-1 loss away to Apia Leichhardt last Sunday at Lambert Park. Here's Alfaraja trying to roll away from Arnold, but immediately has another opponent to deal with in Gilbane, and that was enough to steer a pass to a Manly opponent in O'Brien, but the counter-attack has been prevented here by Williams. Lots of organisation going on from Western City. Hyun's going to be careful against Stewart. Now Hook. Vassiliadis against Gilbane, and Gilbane wins the ball to Whelan. Ball at the feet of Phoebe Gilbane. She's going to break out into space on the right. Then can't find a teammate. Hyun clears. Alfaraja against Arnold. A wrestle. Oh, the players were reffing themselves. They both stopped, and the referee said it was a break-even. So the play continues here for Manly United. And good defensive cover from Miriam Mostagimi to win the ball back for Western City. I don't know if Grace Arnold will appreciate me saying this, but she was red-carded in the corresponding fixture last season for a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So she'll be hoping for a different story today. Manly United, 2 games without a win, a 1-1 draw with the Northern Tigers in round 3, and their trip to Sydney Olympic resulted in a big 3-0 win. Brindley Gentle, who scored a hat-trick that day, though, on the bench today. Maybe Manly United hoping to deploy her as a super sub again at some point this afternoon. They have scored in every game, so that is an encouraging sign, Gentle or not. Here's Whelan. Only Stewart ahead of the ball, and a defensive intervention from Camilleri steers it back to Kirstanovska. Now the referee's blown the whistle. Well, there's confusion here I wonder what the infringement is for. It didn't appear as though Kirstanovska had held it for 8 seconds, and thus it shouldn't be a corner. Total confusion on the Western City Rangers bench. Making an inquiry here to the assistant referee. Is it going to be an indirect free kick? I think that's what is going to be paid for a back pass. Well, well. Luckily, I have the advantage of the stream here. The referee doesn't get another look. Well, it was a fairly tame back pass, and then Renee Kirstanovska rolled the ball out to the edge of the penalty area and picked it up. So, interesting. You rarely see indirect free kicks paid, and this is still going to be a very tough situation to try and get it up and down over the wall. So maybe a situation where the power of Alexia Fauna might be favoured over finesse. Chloe O'Brien right there. Here's the indirect free kick then. The wall wants to break. O'Brien touches it off. Fauna goes for power and puts it wide. And so the Western City Rangers, perhaps rightly asking for an explanation, but that one might have to wait until half-time for Milan Jovanovic and his bench. The rarity of an indirect free kick. That one not close enough to the target to be a 10-player wall, comically close to the net. That one was at least a little bit further out. Here's Fauna, though. Manly now trying to get something going open in open play. Kirstanovska won't be picking that back pass up, and Manette is going to capitalise. No, she's not. Oh. Kirstanovska gets down as soon as Manette took a touch. Unfortunately for her, it did not ricochet into the net. Rather, it simply plugged in the turf and was there to be collected. A real let-off, though, for the Western City Rangers goalkeeper. And now perhaps Manly United encouraged to venture forward. Gilbane. Phoebe Gilbane leans into the header. Ball not kept in. Decent crowd in on the public holiday Friday here at Cromer Park. Of course, it's a double header with the men's fixture, which Alex Molchanoff will be taking you through later this evening. So if you're in the vicinity and you want to come down, the restaurant on the outer side is open. Imagine that the crowd will swell through the afternoon, depending on what family obligations or holiday plans people may or may not have had on the northern beaches. Here's Burnett winning the ball away from Williams. Stewart, first time strike. Didn't quite get the elevation, though. And a save from the shot on target from Kirstanovska there. And Stewart, a missed opportunity perhaps to open her account for season 2026. You know, she's good at picking her moments when to get forward. She's played so much of her time at Manly United as a wing back, but she's playing as an out-and-out winger today, seemingly. Good touch off by Manette. Oh, body check on Stewart in the build-up. It's going to rely on Lucy Richards here to follow up over on the left. That was a promising attack that just broke down for Manly United. But they are getting on top in general play here. Cabezas finds Stewart back on her feet. Now Draver. Confident enough to roam out of her penalty area. See, not much of a press going on from Western City Rangers at the moment. They've recognised that they need to defend a little deeper here and just keep things tight, avoid conceding the opening goal. Cross comes Fauna, able to twist the ball back into midfield. Now Cabezas' turn. Jeffs, not quite able to pull off bringing the ball high out of the sky. What Western City Rangers need is a bit of a greater midfield presence to try and tip the balance at the moment. We haven't seen a great deal of Trudy Camilleri or Miriam Mostagimi in possession. They've largely been helping out on the defensive side of things at the moment. Western City Rangers through Rakaya Alfaraja, though. She be the live wire here. Here's Mostagimi in possession. Quickly out to Hook. Now Williams. Now to Keely Hook. Tried to force a pass that maybe wasn't on. Arnold, and as far as Mostagimi. Now Hyun. Bustling forward. Asia Draker. Can't get past Stewart the first time. Trista Ciara. We've barely called the American's name since that early chance. It was a really good opportunity to score, but she hasn't quite been able to link up with open play since then. Western City Rangers would love her to get more involved. Quite the journeywoman career, playing in Greece, Turkey, even Lithuania, the American, before coming to Australia. Here's Burnett with a flick header on. Stewart being bustled by Hyun, who is leading a press, and that might leave a gap at centre back though. Jeffs lays it off to Gilbane, and now Fauna making the run, and Williams, good cover, coming across to be able to defend away. Mostakimi left the ball, potentially to be seized upon, but Cook will steer a back pass. Kirstanovska slipped while clearing the ball, but still got plenty of distance. Cabezas. Manly load up again through the left channel. Stewart holding off the backtracking Ciara, now uses her pace to get past Draker. Stewart, the cutback is on, and in an attempted clearance, Williams actually ricocheted into the shins of Mackenzie Jeffs. That'll go down as a shot off target for the debutante striker. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Working its way down with throw it and clearance on the right flank underneath the awning of the Manly United Bistro, the social club, in full swing. Here's Richards. Now Manette. Arnold. Grace Arnold's pass, looking for Gilbane. It just held up ever so slightly on the synthetic, and that allows it to pitch and roll out for a throw-in. Jeffs hard against the line. The ball does roll out for a corner, so it's a couple of corners, one over on the right wing, and we saw a short corner with the only one of the game so far. Will it be a more conventional delivery this time from Alexia Fauna? The Manly players are all going to cluster up at the edge of the penalty area. Bar one, Grace Arnold, who's planted herself at the near post. So, outswinging delivery from Fauna. Manette's up. Good save by Kirstanovska, and the defence closes ranks to clear. Arnold keeps it in the penalty area. And now Whelan takes a touch, runs through the gauntlet. Whelan with a shot, and two good saves in quick succession for Kirstanovska. And she's the reason the game is 0-0 at present. Manly United really turning up the heat, and Renee Kirstanovska equal to the task. The first header from Manette was forcefully on goal, and Kirstanovska got down to it, and then the follow-up strike, Whelan doing very nicely, stepping through midfield. Arnold's got to clear at the other end. Cavalieri trying to get the 1-2 going with Vasiliadis, not quite though. And Fauna, who took an excellent corner just a moment ago, now finds herself down at the defensive end as well. Hook. Williams, back pass here. Stewart's going to make this interesting. Kirstanovska, good technique on the clearance. Fauna. Bouncing ball. And Gilbane. Quick look over the shoulder to see where Vasiliadis is. Silva. Well, the body language said it all. She was starved of options there, and ultimately offers up a pass that goes out for a goal kick. But it is a scoreless game, so for all the defending that Western City Rangers have had to do, their defence has not yet been breached. Cabezas plays it to Stewart. It's at breakneck speed at the moment. Whelan is equal to it though. Great control of the ball from Whelan. And now looking to play Jeffs through the right channel. Williams will go in pursuit. Mackenzie Jeffs trying to drag the defender in. Oh, Whelan continued her run. Here's Whelan cutting onto her right side. Vasiliadis able to knock it away. A couple of nice moments though from Sarah Whelan in this half. Throw in here. Jeffs lays it off. Whelan. Low pass. Fauna. Good from distance as we know. And she's going to strike it here. Couldn't resist the invitation. And it does hit a net. Sadly for Alexia Fauna, it's the net that stops the ball disappearing into the greenery behind the pitch. That was a neat little one too. And you can see the link up there. Fauna and Minette on the same wavelength. Able to put her into a situation to shoot from distance. Jeffs leading the press. Williams just finds the safety of the line. And Manly United will be starting to feel a little bit impatient here. They've done enough attacking perhaps to merit scoring a goal. It just hasn't hit the net for them. Silva. Vasiliadis. This is what Western City Rangers need, just to enjoy a bit of time in possession, own the ball, and see what they can build of their own. Even if it is, for now, just the centre-backs and keeper playing in a triangle. Kerstanovska sees a pass to Hook. Shaquille Hook from deep in midfield, tries to set the runners away, but Jodie Draver is going to have that covered, and the true bounce and roll on the synthetic does find its way down to the keeper. Stewart. Whelan in space in midfield and just overhits that pass. It'll roll down to Kerstanovska again. Mostagimi. Hyun. Hook's got to be careful. Whelan. It's a full press from Manly, but Hook held her own, able to clear. Gabriella Silva plays it back to Alex Hyun. Attempted switch of flanks though, and Hook in midfield there. The ball flies past her. Tom Hopley on the Manly United bench. He's quick to hand it back to Phoebe Gilbane. O'Brien. Now Gilbane. Whelan. Ooh, taking the ground. And the foul against Silva. So Manly have got a huddle of 5 players at the edge of the penalty area. Fauna, the super boot, sends it high, landing beyond the penalty spot, and still plenty of hustle going from Richards here. She's not able to affect it though, and it has been successfully ushered out for a goal kick. Lucy Richards, second season at Manly United, having previously played in the A-League Women's for Western United. That pass from Hyun is not going to find Despina Vasiliadis. So getting out of their own half, proving a challenge at the moment for Western City Rangers, and a handball there against Rakaya Alfaraja. Means that she can't steal it away. Here goes Cabezas. Richards. Manette braced for impact, able to initially ride the challenge of Hyun, but then a foot came through and cleared it away. Ciara re-engaging with the game, cleared by Draker. And O'Brien launches the ball out for a throw-in. Ball bouncing down the wing. Trista Ciara takes possession for Western Sydney Rangers cleverly in the end. Now Faraja. Look at the speed of Stewart backtracking. And it'll be a throw-in for Manly United. Stewart. So no need to take possession in the end, even though she'd won the foot race. Cabezas. Pressure on Stewart here. Too much. Foul comes the way of Manly United. Arnold's long ball from the centre of defence, looking for Jeffs. Hooks. And headed down initially, straight to Manette, and then played it back to Hook. Keely Hook, nearly found Alfaraja. The ball runs on. Draver. Manly United don't want it to slow down too much here. Richards, Stewart. And a neat little passing triangle with Whelan. Sets Nicole Stewart away. She's veering into the attacking third. And the long shot, well, that would have been a spectacular goal, but instead, it's one for the young ball kid behind the goal to go chase. Just sadly lacking the finish there, but it was a free-flowing move. It's the sort of thing that, again, will encourage Manly United that the opening goal of the game is surely not too far away. Brought down by O'Brien. Jeffs. Forner. Cross comes Williams. Makes a defensive header. Phoebe Gilbane. Throws it to Chloe O'Brien. Gilbane again challenging Hook. Whelan brings the ball down. O'Brien lifts up across. Kirstanovska stayed on her line here. Stewart won the initial header. Williams keeps it outside the penalty area with the clearance. Flick on by Camilleri. And now Silva, well, not quite able to find Vassiliadis again. Really is a game of attack versus defence at the moment. Western City Rangers still trying to hold their own. And they will earn a throw in here. Again, just to try and take the sting out of the situation. We've gone beyond 30 minutes and it is scoreless at Cromer Park. Good combative play from Camilleri. Is that the sort of thing that can start to stem the tide? Follow up here from Gabrielle Silva. Ciara, back to Silva. A chance for Western City Rangers to build. Not quite. The pass from Silva. Breaking the wrong way for Vassiliadis there. And down in the corner, Gilbane is able to see it over the line. You hear the shouting from the Western City Rangers defence though. They're just happy that the ball is down at their attacking end for now. Vassiliadis takes it to the corner. Trying to find her right foot and can't. Here's Hook. Shaquille Hook takes a shot, and it was just sliding off target. Jodie Draver had it covered in any case. But an attempt, and maybe signs that after absorbing for so much of this half, Western City Rangers are now going to start to try and bring a bit of balance back to general play. Alfaraja challenging here. Possession taken by Trudy Camilleri. And then able to take it away, O'Brien. Cabezas round the corner. Trista Ciara. Looking for a gap in a very crowded Manly midfield. Whelan sets it into the path of Fauna, and Fauna trying to set Emily Minette away. Kirstanovska out of her line. The clearance off the head of Whelan. The backtracking Stewart here gives away a free kick, and set piece opportunity in the attacking half. This is a rarity for Western City Rangers in this first 45 minutes, so maybe they'll be tempted to commit some numbers forward here. It was Gabriela Silva who was felled by the backtracking Manly midfield. Silva has the trainer out to attend to her, so even though it is an attacking set piece, it's going to be 10 versus 11. If Manly United can defend the initial set piece, they will perhaps fancy their chances on the counter-attack with one player advantage. But priority number one is to make sure they do clear the set piece. I wonder, is Alex Hyun lining this up for a really long shot on goal? 2 in the wall. So Western City Rangers through Alex Hyun. She's going to drift it up to the edge of the 6-yard box, header away from Richards, and it's going to fall kindly for Manly United. Whelan, little chop step on the ball. Draker able to take it off her, but now surrounded by Manly opponents and thus can't find a teammate. You see here, there's a real intent from Western City Rangers to press some numbers up the pitch and try to trap Manly in their defensive half. Will the press work? Manly United taking plenty of time. Eventually the throw-in from Gilbane, and, well, it has worked. They've won themselves a throw-in level with the penalty area. Not sure there's a long throw specialist in the Western City Rangers team, though. Here's an attempt from Hook. Doesn't quite get to the edge of the penalty area, so definitely not a long throw, but asking a couple of questions of the Manly defence. Through comes Mostagimi, and that one will run away. So it is another short-lived attacking foray for the visiting side. Goal kick taken short. Cabezas plays it over to Arnold. Arnold, long ball. Minette chesting down. Jeffs trying to break through a gauntlet of players, but Williams got a defensive touch now. Mostagimi, great little flick on Gabriela Silva. Camilleri, and then comes through again. Trudy Camilleri wins possession. Alfaraja takes on Gilbane. And then is turned away from the penalty area. Wheels back around, just trying to protect the ball now. Hook. And Shaquille Hook. Ball's found its way back to halfway, but Western City Rangers do stay in possession. Well, the commentators curse. They then give the ball back. Williams pass just a little bit away from Draker there. Fauna working with Richards. Ciara backtracking, gets goal side of Lucy Richards. Alexia Fauna popping the ball over the top. Jeffs in a foot race here, being followed by Hook. And Jeffs against the line, trying to turn, and that will run out for a throw-in going the way of Western City. Right down in the corner. Taken quickly. Holly Williams. Shaquille Hook. And as the ball finds its way out this time, it's a goal kick. Hyun plays the ball to Ciara. Hyun against Manette. Manette, such a good physical presence leading the line for Manly, but Hyun sticking to her like glue there and, well, trying to bluff the referee taking the throw in quickly. Except the referee has none of it and is signalling the other way. Cabezas. Richards, pass to no one in particular. He's going to run down to Kirstanovsky here, and a quick throw out to Jakili Hook, who's breaking towards the left touchline. Being followed by Mackenzie Jeffs, made a physical presence late. Alfaraja, O'Brien went to ground. Jeffs, Hook, Alfaraja, everyone having a nibble. And it ends up rolling out for a Manly throw-in. Whelan. O'Brien working with Gilbane. Now Manly can, well, try to venture forward, but Manette, you see the disappointment there. But her hold-up play couldn't keep the chain linked. So, Hook down the line with the throw-in. Jeffs with a good header. Mostagimi. Ciara, well, she's managed to run Richards under the ball there. Just Ciara turns and not able to break forward. Has to consolidate here at the feet of Hyun. Good touch coming from Gabriela Silva to Trista Ciara, but it's not quite cohesive yet for Western City Rangers. They've had some better signs as the half has gone on. I feel like if they can get to halftime 0-0, they will be buoyed that they've been able to start producing some of their best. But Manly United won't want to go to the rooms empty-handed. Here's an underlapping run from Whelan on the end of Stewart's pass. Whelan turning back into the box. Jeffs loses out to Mostagimi. Fauna reaching for the ball and hooked away by Gabriela Silva. Vasiliadis a lone hand up top though. Trying to defend from the front as Cabezas finds O'Brien. Fauna happy to reset and go back into the defensive line. And Alexia Fauna looking so comfortable on the ball in midfield today. Richards venturing forward. And gets out of Asia Draker. Jeffs. Has there been a winger swap, or is she just popping up to make life difficult over on the left? I think she had a decent claim to a foul there, but the referee, Mia Velada, definitely disagreed and points for a goal kick. And that's taken us into the final 5 minutes of regulation in this scoreless first half. This game largely reverting to type, similar to last season where there was only one goal scored across the 2 games between these two clubs. Stewart trying to shark the goal kick, but will simply volunteer it back to the goalkeeper in Kirstanovska. Fauna. Whelan's touch. Able to keep possession. Arnold, similar. Vasiliadis, a square ball. Ciara, well, that's a loose pass. Mostagimi is going to try and keep it at Western City feet, though. Gabriela Silva round the corner. Maybe telegraphed it a bit too much. Through comes Gilbane. Jeffs now sending it to Manette. Stewart breaking through the middle. And the early ball is a good one. And the opening goal for Nicole Stewart is excellently taken. Manly United get the breakthrough. And they will feel it is no less than they deserve based on how they've played in this first half. Nicole Stewart with a glancing finish, and Emily Manette gets the assist. It's Manly United 1, Western City Rangers 0. And it is a really nice move for the opening goal.
United, great lead-up play and a cool, calm and collected finish from number 5, Nicole Stewart.
enthusiasm within the ground at Cromer Park. The goal arriving in the 43rd minute, and the Western City Rangers couldn't make it to half-time with the clean sheet intact. And now with Manly United, adrenaline pumping, the net was nearly away again there. So Stewart on the board for the first time this season. She joins Gilbane, Gentle, Fauna and Manette as goal scorers for Manly United. And her speed has just been able to cut the game open at times in this first half, and that was just a really well executed move and a good run to stay on side. Manly United, they've got their tails up here. They're thinking about a second before the break. Western City Rangers, can they hit in the other direction? Gilbane guarding her corner very effectively. Jeffs rolls into a challenge from Camilleri and just offers the ball up into the attacking half. So it'll be interesting to see what approach Western City Rangers take in the second half. They do have Claire Holder on the bench, but she did play quite a bit of the under-23s game. Do they have someone to try to just tip the balance in midfield? It seems as though Whelan and Fauna have largely had the run of the centre of the pitch in this match, and when you consider that you've got Gilbane down one flank and Richards and Stewart down the other, the wide areas aren't exactly safe refuge for Western City if things aren't going for them in the middle of the pitch. So they've got plenty to contemplate. Could make a difference, though, if they can grab a goal against the run in first half stoppage time, which we are just ticking into. Gabriella Silva is going to launch this from just inside the attacking half, landing at the edge of the box. A flick header on by Vasiliadis. Ciara able to fashion a volley. You can't help but think how much of a different game it would have been had Trista Ciara's early volley in the first couple of minutes of the game hit the back of the net, and just what a different complexion this match would have had. Instead, the home side look exceptional value for their lead. O'Brien from left back. Richards. Pass it back to Chloe O'Brien. Now Whelan. Richards again. Big challenge. Hyun has ironed out Manette, and all the good signs are Emily Manette is back up. She's arguing there should have been a greater sanction than simply a free kick. I think the referee didn't even pay a free kick. She's going to pay a drop ball. Didn't see anything wrong with how Alex Hyun challenged there. The ball is clipped forward. Arnold comes across, and that is going to go out for a throw-in. So, well, Western City Rangers, 1 minute into first half stoppage time. They have a little bonus here. Throw in into the box. Cleared to the edge of the area. Camilleri able to turn. And can't find Alfaraja though. The ball ran away from her. And Gilbane, ironed out late. And the referee is going to whistle for the foul. Gilbane got the clearance and then got clattered for a free kick. I don't think Alexia Fawn is going to be allowed to take that free kick from too much further up the pitch. Referee didn't seem to be policing it too strictly. Half-time whistle you'd think is coming at any moment now. Richards, early ball. Stewart, the goal scorer. Chloe O'Brien trying to break down the wing. Through comes Hyun. And that is the half-time whistle. So one goal, but a very well taken one from Nicole Stewart is the difference between the two teams here at Cromer Park. This opening game of round 5 in NPL Women's New South Wales. If you are watching from near the ground, don't forget it's a double-header tonight with the men. So get on down to Cromer Park. We're going to take a half-time break and be back in about 10 minutes here. And we leave you with a half-time score of Manly United 1, leading Western City Rangers 0.
Comes to tidying up anywhere in Sydney, you can rely on Brown Brothers Skip Bin. We've got 18,000 trees planted and 80% of collections recycled. They're here for a minute tomorrow. So go on, skip the mess, just bid it for the best. Call double line, double line, 6466. Or get a fast quote at brownbrosbin.com.au. banks and lenders, a loan market broker can find the right loan solution to suit your unique circumstances. Whatever your ambition, a loan market broker can help you make it yours. Google Loan Market or call 13 Loan today.
Back to Cromer Park, not far away from kickoff for the second half of this NPL Women's New South Wales match. Round 5 kicking off on Good Friday. And at halftime, Manly United, the home side, lead the visiting Western City Rangers by 1-0. Nicole Stewart striking in the 43rd minute. Taking a quick look around the pitch to do the head count and see if we've had any halftime subs. It doesn't appear so for the visiting Western City Rangers team. Manly United, similarly with the same 11 that started the match, back underway. And on an overcast but pleasant enough afternoon, it is Manly United who get us back underway. Draker with a pass back to Hyun. So the burning question lingering over this contest is, can the Western City Rangers wrestle back a bit of general play? They have been fairly limited in their attacking chances so far through the match and did have to do a lot of defending in that first half. They nearly made it to half-time though. Manly United only breaking through just a couple of minutes before the half-time whistle. Here's the goal scorer, Nicole Stewart. Backspin on the ball, and shouts of handball are heeded by the referee against Trista Ciara. And Alexia Fauna, who could probably fire a shot on goal from this sort of distance, is going to line up over a free kick here from long range. Pack of players to aim for then for Fauna. She glides it to the penalty spot, and a header is off the woodwork and out. Well, that could have been two, and it just caught almost the apex of the post and the crossbar there with a glancing touch on its way out for a goal kick. And that would have been the perfect start to the second half for Manly United, and the worst possible start to the second half for Western City Rangers was Hyun is given the hurry up here by Manette, clearing to Ciara. The clearance comes high to the halfway line. Alfaraja looks like a potential high boot on Arnold. Instead, Arnold takes possession. Back to Richards, now Fauna. Fauna finds Cabezas. Cabezas back to a goalkeeper, Jodie Draver. Draver's pass. Sold Cabezas into a little bit of trouble here, but there's going to be a contest. Gabriella Silva played a back pass, but only picked out Manette. Now Fauna, and Stewart is looking to use her speed to good effect again here. Stewart burns off the defence and makes it two. Well, she's having a day out. Nicole Stewart has a double. And as soon as she got goal side of the defence there, it was a good night to the Western City Rangers. Stewart able to run in and score one-on-one against the keeper. And that is the perfect start to the second half for Manly United.
Goal to Manly United on the double, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, Nicole Stewart. Manly United 2, Western City Rangers 0.
Alexia Fauna in midfield, recognising that even though Stewart was starting well behind Draker there, all it took was one touch, able to round the defender, and the oncoming Kirstenovska not able to affect the shot, which was buried into the bottom right corner. So whatever response that the Western City Rangers were hoping to find out of the rooms at half-time, they have got the exact opposite here. Manly United in position now to leapfrog the Western City Rangers on the ladder. This was 7th versus 8th at kickoff. Oh, crossfield defensive pass, inviting on the Manly press. Mostagimi, Ciara. Now Manette can turn and just shoots on sight. Oh, and nearly dipped in the nick of time. Manly United sensing the chance to put a match-winning gap in this game. minutes into the second half here. O'Brien. Richards. Lucy Richards gets a second chance to put a cross into the box. It's going to run all the way on, almost inside the post as well. And Kirstanovska is able to at least bat it out for a corner kick, rather than that ball nestling inside the post and making it free. So Manly United all over the Western City Rangers at the moment. So here comes the Manly United corner. Into the near post and off the post. Over the head of Kirstanovska and nearly directly all the way in. Well, the set-piece work of Alexia Fauna is causing real headaches for the Western City Rangers. And that would have been quite a unique way to score. Not just direct from a corner, but off the opposite side post. I don't have the best camera angle to show just what a unique trajectory of the ball that was, but you do not see that often. Almost immediately, there's another free kick here, and another dead ball for Alexia Fauna to do something. It's going to be short and sneaky this time, and Whelan not able to take the ball, and a temporary relief of the grip that Western City Rangers find themselves in from Manly United's press and attacking only 7 minutes into the second half. Kirstanovska. Ciara misses the volley. Gabriela Silva on to Despina Vassiliadis. So they barely had an attacking foray in this second half, the Western City Rangers. They need to construct something here. They're not going to get it on this phase of play, though. Jeffs heard the shout coming from Whelan. Breaking out to the right. Sarah Whelan tries to hurdle through a challenge. Referee waves away appeals for a foul. Camilleri is the counter-attack on. Mostagimi stopped by Chloe O'Brien. And Fauna backtracking. Arnold. Back to O'Brien. Now Whelan often chasing, and Jakili Hook will see that over the line and out for a goal kick. Both teams have their substitutes warming up at the moment. Western City Rangers, are they going to be the first to act here? Game is at risk of slipping completely out of their control. Hook, clash of heads with Phoebe Gilbane, who's quickly back to her feet, but Jakili Hook came off far worse for wear. Trainer hasn't been called out onto the pitch here. Hook must not have said to teammates or the referee that things were too serious. So she's back to her feet and is able to continue in the game. It's going to be a drop ball, and seemingly a drop ball for Manly United, but they're going to take it backwards. All the way back to Jodie Draver, who's roamed out of the penalty area. Joda's pass overhit, missing Richards, and out for a throw. Off the back of Ciara. Cabezas, Arnold, hugging the line, and not able to keep it in was Richards. Long throw. Down towards Arnold. The header up. Now Vassiliadis trying to turn and face. And Arnold's able to lift the clearance away. Here's Ciara turning. Shot bits off the wrong side of the boot, though. Sliced through the penalty area. Alfaraja chasing, but Gilbane first to the ball. Hook, not afraid to go in for another header. Only moments after that clash of heads. Williams. Ball running on Fauna. Gabriela Silva. Williams plays it to Mostagimi. Gabriela Silva again. Locked down in midfield by O'Brien. Half-hearted shouts for handball. Play continues. Mostagimi not able to trap it. Through comes Richards. Now Stewart. Whelan plays it to Richards. Manly United again working through the gears. Is it going to end with Stewart one more time? She's on a hat-trick now. Sends the ball square. Whelan the step around. Out to the left flank. And Richards able to draw a dead ball opportunity here for Manly United. Throw in level with the penalty area. Bouncing on. Whelan scuffs across. And moving onto a right-footed clearance away is Williams. Manly with no let up here. Whelan. Ciara clearing. Manly as far as Cabezas. Minette turning edge of the box. Fauna calls her off. Fauna with the drive. And you hear the clatter of it hitting the fence behind the goals. Alexia Fauna's had a few sighters looking for a goal of her own today, but overhit them when the opportunities have presented. That one was a little bit more gently struck, but still had more than enough power on it to find a way over the crossbar. Kirstanovska right down in the defensive 6-yard box, clearing to Williams. Alfaraja. Mount Druitt, not Mount Druitt, Old Habits Die Hard. Western City Rangers did have 3 players up on the halfway line on that attempt to move forward there, hanging off the last defender, but they just can't advance the ball at the moment. So even committing numbers forward, they are struggling to move it here. Minette reaches out for a volley against Hyun. The ball is cleared away. O'Brien able to win a corner. It is out for a goal kick, but the ball is still living down at Manly United's end. Tom Hopley is giving a shout to his substitutes bench. A couple of players making their way down, so they might be about to get their final briefing before coming on. Looks like it might be the team in front who will be first to act, even though they're the ones with no obligation to make the play at the moment. They are just enjoying an afternoon on their terms. Mackenzie Jeffs chasing down to the wing here. Has she done enough to win a corner? It is cleared late by Williams, out for a throw. High looping throw in. Minette wins a header. Stewart attacking the ball late, and Hyun puts it behind for a corner kick. So Manly United keep the ball down at their attacking end. So Fauna, the last corner was flat. Hit the left-hand post, very nearly found a way through on a miraculous angle. Here's Fauna drifting it again, landing it on the goal line. First header up Mostagimi, and out for a corner on the opposite side. So Western City Rangers remain pinned on their goal line. So, corner on the left-hand side, this time taken short down the line. Arnold and Fauna, a quick 1-2. The ball hung up. Hyun gets the initial header. Richards. And then cleared away by Hyun. Been a sneaky handball in there by Lucy Richards, but the referee waved any shouts of a foul away. Can Western City break into space? Alfaraja caught in possession. And O'Brien, well, rather forcefully struck back pass, but nothing that'll worry Jodie Draver here. And she's quick to switch flanks. Lucy Richards being pursued by Draker, but the ball deflects over to Cabezas. The midriff of Gabriela Silva, and now she's playing Alfaraja into space. Is this a chance for Western City Rangers? Alfaraja wheels away from the penalty area. Back to Mostagimi, and the shot is blocked immediately by Cabezas. You wonder, could Rikara Alfaraja have kept advancing into the box there? They might still find a way through here. Chakili Hook blocked by Gilbane. And you'd have to say that's arguably Western City Rangers' best attacking chance of the second half, and yet they did not actually take a shot when the opportunity presented. You can see a double change here.
Substitution
Claire Holder
for
and
Western
Charlotte
City
Page
Rangers coming onto the
Johnson
field. Number
coming
46,
on.
Charlotte Page Johnson, and number
Angie
23,
Draker.
Claire Holder.
And also looks like Gabriela Silva are the two players making way.
And making their way from the field is number 4, Asia Zrika, and number 99, Gabriela Silva.
So double change from Western City Rangers. They're first to act, but there are two subs not too far away from Manly United as well, it seems. Bouncing ball into the box. Holder could be involved immediately here, buzzing around, but O'Brien clears it away from her. Richards only as far as Hook. Chakili Hook caught in possession by Richards, and it's out for a throw-in. Ciara. She's got quite a long throw. Back to Mostagimi. She loses out to Fauna here, though. Jeffs in midfield. Plays the early ball. Kirstanovska roaming across and slicing a clearance away. Good ball to bring under control as it just kept rising on the synthetic. And so Manly United are going to respond with a double change of their own.
Substitution for your Manly
Ruby
United
Jackson
FC.
and
Coming onto the
Haley
field
Smith
is number
coming
6, Ruby Jackson, and number 19, Hallie Smith.
And two players making way. Alexia Fauna.
Making their way from the field is number 10, Alexia Fauna.
Mackenzie Jeffs coming off, so that's the double change. Jeffs and Fauna off for Smith and Jackson.
And number 28,
so both
Mackenzie
teams make
Jeffs.
double sub just after the hour mark. And Fauna, well, was definitely in the conversation for second best player on the ground behind Stewart today. It's, maybe only a 60-minute showing might rob her of the two votes in the 3-2-1 come the final equation. Who knows what changes to the score we might see before we're done this evening. Throw-in bouncing into the penalty area here. Jackson immediately involved, bursting through. Couldn't pass Hyun though. O'Brien is going to play back to Arnold. Arnold's pass. Whelan backtracking, keeps the ball in. Draver, switch of flanks. A difficult bouncing ball for Lucy Richards to deal with, but she did. And Ciara into the back of Stewart. Good sportsmanship between the two players. Just a quick tap of the hands rather than any afters. And the referee saying it is a free kick. Put it on the ground. Cabezas. O'Brien. Kirstanovska's going to be out of the penalty area here, and we'll watch it roll out. There is a gentle breeze, certainly not billowing at the moment, but it probably is just favouring the end that Manly United are attacking in this second half. Here's Kirstanovska right on the goal line. Manette leading the press. Williams playing out from the back. Camilleri. To the left back. One of the new subs, Johnson. Playing 1-2 with Williams. Johnson loses possession against the line. So the ball remains down at Manly's attacking end. Attempted cross once, twice from Whelan, forces it into the box, but only as far as Mostagimi. The follow-up from Jackson. Gilbane into the area. Free kick right on the paint of the penalty area. Phoebe Gilbane draws the foul from Miriam Mostagimi. So this will be, well, with Alexia Fauna off, anyone's guess as to who takes the free kick now. I wonder if Nicole Stewart might come in and have a say about trying to shoot for her hat-trick here. I think she's going to be left as one of the defenders back rather than up for this set piece. So who is it going to be now that the super boot of Alexia Fauna has been subbed off? Chloe O'Brien seems to be the only player standing over the free kick at the moment. 4 in the wall. Can Chloe O'Brien find a way through said wall? She's going to go for power. Didn't hit it with much. And at the second time of asking, the wall breaks out and scrambles clear. Western City Rangers will clear their lines, having seen off a dangerous set-piece opportunity. Alfaraja completely isolated in the attack at the moment, waiting for support to arrive through the middle, and it does. Hook is going to be on the end of the pass. It's Jakili Hook is shooting from range, and Jodie Draver has a save to make, but it is a very comfortable one. Just a drifter. So this is Smith playing the pass to Cabezas. Stewart. This is Richards with the square ball. Bouncing down towards Cabezas. Again, a little bit out of ideas at the moment. Western City Rangers, they've made a double sub. Those two changes quite bedded in just yet. A left back and centre forward. Claire Holder is now leading the line. See her here challenging Cabezas. Smith able to turn and send the ball through to Manette. Manly United breaking. Manette tried to come onto her right at the edge of the box. Here's the follow-up. Smith able to wheel away from trouble and play it back to Cabezas. Stewart bumped off the ball. Camilleri. Hyun. Now Camilleri sending it out to the left. Alfaraja. Maybe an end-to-end game might be more to Western City's liking, but Gilbane is quick and backtracks here to win possession away. Williams win the ball center of defence, but getting it off defence proving very difficult. O'Brien's pass, Manette blocked away. Kirstanovska with a good save. Close range, tight angle. Emily Manette able to turn and fire the shot, but straight into the body of Renee Kirstanovska, and behind for yet another corner kick. Looks like Grace Arnold is sprinting over to take the corner here at the centre back. That's because the plan is a short corner. Smith turns at the edge of the box, plays it back to Arnold, left-footed cross, and a free header for O'Brien. It's 3 for Manly United. Chloe O'Brien looping a header over Renee Kirstanovska. And it's looking like not just a win, but a boost to the goal difference today for the home side. O'Brien pops up with her first of the season, and the assist on the short corner, no less, from Grace Arnold. Manly United 3, Western City Rangers 0. And they are in total control here with 20 minutes to go.
Put it home, number 7, Chloe O'Brien.
Garlich is coming on for Despina Vassiliadis.
Substitution for the Western Sydney Rangers.
Defender
Coming onto the
coming
field
on
is
for
number
an
5,
attacker.
Ivana Gullick.
And it looks as though Garlich has gone into right back for now.
And making away from the field is number 9, Despina Vassiliadis.
So they're still maintaining a front three here, Western City Rangers, but their issues have been in midfield, and they have had just so little ability to stop Manly United running them in general play here. It's another corner kick coming up, and you wonder at what point does the focus perhaps turn to battening down the hatches and avoiding a really damaging day to their goal difference. They came in +1 today. That is obviously now -2. Manly United came in square. They're up to +3. We wait to see the corner kick. Arnold, outswinger. Camilleri's header. Smith. Couldn't get a shot away. Garlich, first touch off the bench. Cabezas playing it back to Stewart. And Donna Tristiciara making a presence, and Jodie Draver's well out of her line here. Mostagimi to Camilleri. Switching over to Garlich. Hyun. Hyun turns away from Maness. Williams finds Camilleri. Got to hurry here though. Was caught in a midfield trap, and Stewart now plays the ball onto Manette. Can't bring it under her control. Williams trying to weave out of defence here. Holly Williams forces a pass, sends it out at the sideline for a throw. Ooh, a tangle over on the sideline. Gilbane and Alfaraja. And the referee is going to produce the first yellow card of the game for Phoebe Gilbane. So we've had to wait until the 73rd minute, but that foul enough for the referee to finally reach for the pocket and produce a yellow card. Restart here from Johnson. Arnold. Camilleri, Mostagimi, back to Hyun. Hyun, deflected pass. Smith. Cabezas. Richards to O'Brien, but an attempted pass here. Is it going to find a teammate for Manly? It won't. Cleared away by Kirstanovska. Smith and Jackson combine in midfield. Flag stays down for Manette, who got back on side in the nick of time. And just trying to force the ball forward. Johnson heads it out towards the corner. It is 2-on-1 for Manly, and the one saw it over the line. Alfaraja conceding the throw in. Right down in the corner. Manly on the attack. Trying to keep the ball in. Gilbane. Back pass here. Hyun got to be careful. Stewart's hunting that hat trick. Pressing right up to the goalkeeper. Kirstanovska clears away. The artificial light just starting to take over. It's in effect here in the twilight at Cromer Park. Still plenty of time left on the clock for Manly United to ram home their advantage here. A bustling run from Whelan, cleared off the near post by Williams. And again, at times this game has been a story of attack versus defence, really a one-way direction in the momentum. And again, Manly United enjoying a sustained spell on top. Gilbane over the head of Stewart. And the ball will run out for a goal kick into the men's players who are warming up behind the goal. That match following this one as part of a double-header. Sydney FC, the visiting team to Cromer Park tonight in men's NPL. Ball cleared up almost to halfway. Jackson, Manette, shot on the turn. Maybe a little bit hungry there, Manette. Just eager to get her name among the scorers, but that shot was high and wide. I think we're about to see the remaining Manly outfielders subbed on here today. The press is on. Smith spills the ball to Manette once again. Whelan through the right, cuts it back. Smith blocked away, and Stewart saved, but play had already been whistled to a stop because Smith was down, and the trainer is being called out here. So Hallie Smith just had the ball rear up and deflect off the face, and Stewart was there again, hunting for the third goal, but it wouldn't have counted had her shot found a way in. Manly's remaining subs, of the outfielders at least, Brindley Gentle, Gemma Sweetnam, India Horsley and Jasmine Robinson. So they've still got plenty of options here. Without Anita Zordan today, and also Kayla Osborne, one of their off-season signings, who did a warm-up for well over an hour on her own pre-kick-off today, so she can't be too far away from returning to NPL women's action. Both teams are going to take the opportunity to just have a breather as the treatment continues. Manly players have run over to the sideline. Their next game, Manly United, is away to the Gladesville Ravens on Sunday the 12th. Gladesville, like Manly United, have been one of those teams in the middle of the ladder that have thrown up both great and unexpectedly bad performances this season, both one-sided wins and losses in the early rounds of the campaign. Western City Rangers, they'll be back at home, but it will be a very difficult opponent coming to visit Apia Leichhardt on Sunday the 12th of April, heading out to Popondetta Park. So they'll be facing the team that is the early season pace setter off the back of this, and they've already had a pretty tough time against some of the top teams today, and also losing to the University of New South Wales in round one. So, drop ball and play set to restart after treatment to Hallie Smith, and she's waved back on by the central referee. So 11 versus 11, none of those subs went through during that break in play, so we're going to get them soon enough. Here go Western City Rangers venturing forward. Can they eat into this deficit a little? What if Chloe O'Brien has anything to say about it as she clears away from Ciara? We wait here. Trista Ciara's throw in. Richards back to the American, hooking across into the box. Arnold steps out and puts it behind for a corner kick. It's going to be a triple outfield sub for Manly United, but they won't be willing to make it here as they defend a corner. All kids running hard and returning the ball here to Trudy Camilleri. Well done, youngster. So after much anticipation, we will get a corner kick here. Western City Rangers have committed plenty of numbers into the attacking penalty area. Underneath Camilleri's corner, driven over the head of Hyun. Garlich will go and recycle play. Combination with Johnson. Johnson strikes the pass. Brought down by Mostagimi, and then a looping attempt will bounce out for a goal kick. Harmless in the end, and that will prompt the triple change here. So Brindley Gentle, Gemma
Substitution for your Manly
and
United
also
FC coming
India
off the field,
Horsley
number
coming
12,
on. There'll be no
Brindley
hat trick for
Gentle.
Nicole Stewart.
Number
She's
4,
taking her lead.
number 34,
And
Jasmine
the goal
Robinson.
scorer
And number,
today, Chloe O'Brien, is coming to the sideline.
number 21, India Horsley. And making their way from the field is number
Very
5, Nicole
hard-working
Stewart.
Sarah
Number
Whelan,
7,
who's been
Chloe
one of the
O'Brien.
reasons that Manly United have been in such total
And
control
number
of the
26,
game tonight.
Sarah Whelan.
She comes off with a big smile on her face and a high five from Tom Hopley, the coach. And the 3 subs are on, so every outfielder named on the bench today for Manly United has now been subbed on into the game. It does mean that barring injury or a card, starting debutant today, Mackenzie Jeffs will be joined by a couple of other youngsters getting their first minutes of the season. Not always known for emptying the entire bench, Manly United, so this is a real luxury for some of these youngsters to get some minutes in the senior side. It was a 1-1 draw in the 23s earlier today, so looks as though it's going to be not quite maximum points in the club championship, but a pretty good day out for Manly United to start round 5. It's just a question of, can they add another? Jackson trying to break forward here, and the ball runs out. Johnson able to nutmeg the new arrival in Jasmine Robinson, gets past her, up to Hook. Blocked away by Arnold, and now volleyed on by Jackson. Brindley Gentle newly on. He's not going to go herring after it, watches it bounce into the arms of Kirstanovska. Clearance bouncing into the attacking half. Alfaraja. It's a foul. Here's Richards. He sets a pass. Can't find a teammate. Hyun. Camilleri. Back to Williams. Away from Alfaraja, that pass runs. Gilbane will backtrack. Arnold finds Gilbane. Gentle off the bench, looking to be an impact sub today, goes for a lob and just away from Horsley, who was making a late run, not quite able to connect with a header. I suspect it was intended to be on target there from Gentle, that lob, but very nearly turned it into a successful cross. Instead it found its way out. Hyun back and forth, 1-2s with Williams. Nostagimi. Camilleri. Can't get past Smith. Richards. Ball breaks into midfield. Jackson. Strong defending by Hyun. Able to knock Brindley Gentle to the ground legally. Garlich brings it back to Williams. Gentle back up on her feet and looking to return the favour here. Knocks over Williams. Referee's put the whistle away. Hook trying to flick the ball on. Ciara. Now Holder. Return ball. Just Ciara taking on Lucy Richards, and Richards stands her ground. Found Arnold, and then Arnold comfortably enough popping the ball over. There's a player down. It's back in midfield, and it looks like it's Jakili Hook. Trainer's being called out onto the pitch here. Not exactly sure what the problem is. No one's stretching anything here for Hook, so it might be a bit more serious than a cramp. Manly are not happy about this, but a game which looks like it is well and truly decided in terms of the destiny of the 3 points. It's not going to raise the hackles too much at this point of the game. Hook's been hard working today in what's been a pretty tough afternoon's going for the visiting Western City Rangers side. She's going to walk to the sideline here. They're going to make a change. They've got plenty of outfielders to choose from here, the Western City Rangers. Roof will shake it ahead from Hook. She takes a drink, and it's going to be a drop ball to restart play down at left back as Manly United see it. Cabezas plays it back to Draver. Draver being pursued by Holder, had to clear it only as far as Johnson. Ball spills. Manette just slide through into Horsley. Can't find her. Garlich will follow the ball, and rolling on the synthetic, it does find its way over the line. Made the decision down in the corner instead. Volley into the box, headed away by Williams. Camilleri. Smith able to take the ball from it. Camilleri. Quick 1-2 with Mostagimi. This is better from the Western City Rangers. Can they at least finish on a high note with a goal? No, says Grace Arnold. She breaks through, takes possession, and now benches forward. Playing it over to the right. Robinson, one of the triple sub for Manly United, trying to return the pass out to the wing and can't quite connect with Grace Arnold. It's become a bit more adventurous as the game has gone on. The centre back got forward and took the corner, which resulted in the third goal. Edge of the box, Manette able to take Mostagimi to ground, but illegally according to the referee. And again, the pursuit of a goal continues to evade the Manly attacker. Kirstanovska being kept honest by Gentle. It's the twin target attack here for Manly United up top at the moment. Bit of grabbing and grappling going on. Jackson thought she was fouled. Referee right on the scene. Let's play unfold. Smith, Jackson, return ball. Smith flicks it back out to Jackson. Pops the ball into the box and maybe just a little hurried, but it must have caught a deflection because it is out for a corner. So with 2 minutes of regulation to go, United again have another chance to add to their 3 in the bank. Arnold taking the corners from both sides. Making sure that the ball is set precisely to her liking, and so here comes the corner kick for Manly. Arnold in at the near post and all the way in. Direct from the corner. It is 4 for Manly United. And Grace Arnold adds a goal to her assist in this second half. And it is a healthy boost to the goal difference for the home side on Good Friday. First goal of the season for Arnold. It's come in somewhat unexpected circumstances, direct from a corner kick. And it makes it Manly United 4, Western City Rangers 0.
Goal to Manly United. Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Olympioko goal from number 3, Grace Arnold. Manly United 4, Western City Rangers 0.
So that goal coming in the 89th minute. It's going to take us right to stoppage time. Robinson. Manly United not satisfied with 4. They want another one before the day is done. Here goes Gilbane. Does she win a corner? Yes, she does. So Manly United with no let up here. They've got a team on the canvas in the Western City Rangers, and they are looking to punish here. They would have been so disappointed with conceding 4 goals to Avia Leichhardt last week. And they've hit back with 4 of their own against the Western City Rangers today. They'll go into the rest of their long weekend looking up the table, hoping to just separate themselves from the mid-table morass. We're going to have a late yellow card here for Mostagimi for kicking the ball away. So it's taken until stoppage time, but second yellow card of the game and the first for a Western City Rangers player as Mostagimi joins Richards in the book. Has been, for the most part, a pretty well-behaved game, even with some of the physicality. So a late set piece here for Manly United. The crowd has swelled over the course of the game as part of the doubleheader that's on today. And anyone who's arrived late has missed a pretty good showing from the home team here. But they may not have missed all the goals. Here's Arnold from the free kick, landing it in the 6-yard box. And as it slides through the penalty area, Western City Rangers through Hyun, first to the spill. India Horsley, little drag step. And another. Ultimately, maybe looking in Ciara to win a corner kick. So the last one found a way to stump all the defenders and the goalkeeper on the line for Western City Rangers, and we're about to see something similar. Grace Arnold stays on corner duty. Why not? After scoring direct from the last one. Emily Minette is lurking well beyond the back post here, so we might be about to see a very forcefully struck corner kick, although it has cleared out everyone at the near post. In it comes. It is in the direction of Minette. She gets an up and under header. Hyun clearing initially. Jackson reaching out for a volley. Now Smith. Keely Hook right on her case. Smith, though, very good at protecting the ball and draws a free kick. So stoppage time continues to tick by. We've had 2 additional minutes. Ball into the box, and Kirstanovska catching it right on the goal line and doing very well, balancing herself on landing, not to carry it over. Kirstanovska clears. It's about damage limitation between now and the finish line for the Western City Rangers. Avoided conceding a 5th there by about the width of the ball. Garlich with the throw-in. Alfaraja. Hold up to Garlich. Gentle comes in to defend from the front. Throw in down the line. Alfaraja and Kilbane clearing away. Well, immediate focus now for Manly United is banking the clean sheet. They've had just the one this season, back in round 2, 3-0 win against Sydney Olympic. Long throw here. Bouncing Arnold, an up and under clearance, bending to the line. Horsley's header to the edge of the box. Mostagimi challenging Minette, and now through comes Smith. She's been a very bright spark off the bench. Can't quite through Gentle here. Ball falls in midfield. Referee looks at the watch and allows play to continue. And a tumble against the line. And the full-time whistle goes. Manly United, comprehensive winners in the opening game of round 5 of NPL Women's New South Wales. Nicole Stewart with a double.
The goal scorers for Manly United. A double
in
to
the second
Nicole
half,
Stewart in the 42nd and 47th minute.
To
Chloe
really pump up
O'Brien
the goal
in the
difference
69th minute, and Grace
with
Arnold
Chloe
in the
O'Brien and
89th
Grace
minute.
Arnold adding it to
Ladies and
the tally.
gentlemen,
Western City
in
Rangers,
30
a
minutes
tough
time
outing
one,
for them.
part 3 of our triple header here
And they
this
now
afternoon.
will
As
go
your
back to
Manly
their home
United
ground and
NPL
play
New South
Apia
Wales
Leichhardt next
play
Sunday, while
Sydney
Manly
FC.
United are on the road to face the Gladesville Ravens. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Don't forget, men's NPL, Manly United against Sydney FC is coming up from this very venue next, so keep it on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. My name's Teo Pellizzeri, and as I say good evening to you on behalf of Sportscast Australia, our broadcast partner, that full-time score at Cromer Park, Manly United 4, Western City Rangers 0. Good evening.
Check. 1. That all sounds good. What are you going? That's master. That still gives me return though. Are you sure? Because I plugged in 3. Yeah, so that's all good. I got that in my head. In your head, in your head. It should be hearing me. Not hearing me? Not hearing me. What mutes me then? And that'll go levels. Lovely. I think I figured it out. No problem. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's take this all the way over there and keep on talking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go up. I can give you more level if you want it. There, more level. More. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, happy there. Cool.